There is right now a ton of liquidity piling up above us for Bitcoin right now. And on today's update video, I am going to talk about the exact consolidation phase that is going to tell us the next direction for Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about the most important charts that are telling us something about what is going to be happening next for Bitcoin, what is going to be happening next for our trades. So this and so much more will be getting discussed on today's update video. Don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above 1,000 likes. And let me jump straight away in today's update video. So to kick off the video, right now we can start to see that we're creating a new trend line here on the top side, where every single time we do retest this level, we get rejected. And on the lower side also, we can see every single time we retest this level, we bounce from it. So Bitcoin is basically in this symmetrical triangle consolidation phase. And the breakout is clearly imminent, about to be happening. And it really depends on which direction we're going to be breaking out towards. If we do break the top side of resistance, we're obviously going to be seeing another push higher. If we do, however, break the lower side support, I'm expecting another slight little move towards the downside. And really on Bitcoin, also, if I'm looking at the bigger time frames, I've said it also in yesterday's video, but most of the bottoms, they don't get created by such a big wick towards the downside and an instant recovery back towards the upside. That is just usually what doesn't really happen. But what we tend to see here is a bottom formation where we're creating somewhat of a W-shaped pattern, and then we can start to see a bottom is getting created. And honestly, right now, if we are going to be seeing a bounce towards the upside, it is going to be looking a lot like somewhat of a short-term bottom signal. So I'm going to be looking out for that. But of course, as of for now on, I really cannot clearly tell you if this is already the bottom. I still also, for my Bitcoin orders, have orders set up around 98 and 93,000 US dollars. And like you can see over here, basically, those orders are also exactly corresponding with this support box in the market. So if we are still going to come down a little bit lower, I would be personally still add on towards my own trading position. So that is, of course, the strategy I currently have in mind. Also, I do want to be mentioning, if you are interested in copy trading, or if you're interested in staying up to date on all my trades here, make sure to join the private Telegram group here, where, of course, all these updates are shared here. You can join it by using the second link in today's video description. But further on, I also want to discuss, of course, the liquidity heat map. And now clearly, all the lower side liquidity has been grabbed. You can see it also on this picture right here on the exchange liquidity heat map. You can see there's almost no lower side liquidity laying anymore, but there are billions of dollars on top side liquidity laying. To be exact, more than $19 billion in Bitcoin short liquidations are laying all the way up to about 122,000 US dollars. And only about a $50 million on the lower side. So this is really sharing us a very interesting picture of the market right now, where the liquidity is. And usually this is also an indication about where the market is most likely heading towards. I mean, Bitcoin, of course, saw the breakdown of the symmetrical triangle. In my opinion, we have already reached the price target. We are now retesting this very critical level of support, which I talked about for so many videos before. I always said that this was going to be the level where Bitcoin is going to come towards. Now we are finally here, and now I am, of course, more bullish on Bitcoin. Of course, I can still see from the data that there is relentless selling going on, especially from the United States of America. I do believe this trend is going to be shifting around shortly or anytime soon here. We can see, of course, that obviously the S&P 500 also has took ever so slightly a hit here, and this potentially is also one of the correspondents why Bitcoin is right now so weak in the US right now. But there are many signals like the Bitfinex longs here that are indicating that we're right now entering somewhat of a bottoming stage here, or at least a local bottom stage for Bitcoin. And of course, if we're just zooming out on the weekly time frame, we can just see clearly how important the level is that we're currently retesting. And of course, with my trade right now, I'm not just randomly betting on Bitcoin. No, I am betting on one of the most important levels of support out of this entire Bitcoin bull market. So you can see we bounced from this level from $75,000. We bounced from this level from $50,000 and also 25,000 US dollars. So this is just a critical level, and I don't think it's a bad time at all to accumulate. I am very much aware that we're creating this big bearish divergence. I warned so many people about it. And of course, I'm also not trying to say that with this trade, Bitcoin is going to hit new all-time highs. All I'm trying to say with this trade here is that I think we're going to get at least a short-term bounce towards the highs of around $110 to about $112,000. And as for now on, I will just remain to be a little bit more bullish on my trades and bullish. And as is for now on, I'm still expecting at least a slight little bounce here. However, we are clearly at the end stage of the Bitcoin bull market cycle. And of course, I truly hope to be proven and yes, I truly hope to be proven wrong here, that Bitcoin is going to go in towards an extended cycle. But of course, clearly the indication is right now that we are at the end stage of the Bitcoin bull market cycle. And I do want to be mentioning that if you are interested in trading yourself here, there's right now an insane deposit bonus currently ongoing, because if you right now sign up an account using the first link in today's video description to Wex, you will not only get a 25% fee rebate, making this the cheapest exchange to operate from, but also they're giving away an insane $30,000 deposit bonus up on registration using the first link in today's video description. So of course, if this does sound interesting for you, make sure to check it out here. Also be on high alert. Trading is always a big risk for anyone out there, so make sure to always trade with caution. Then also, if I'm looking at Ethereum right now, we can see Ethereum also has seen a slight little bounce here. Yesterday, a big move towards the downside. There are big companies like Bitmine that are now billions of dollars in the water, 2 billion to be exact here. And you are buying, of course, well, they are in a loss here, which is very interesting. Ethereum bounced from the 50 weekly moving average. We're right now retesting the golden pocket on the Fibonacci retracement level. And right now on ETH here, we're just seeing this very big consolidation phase, in my opinion, getting retested on the low side, right? This was the level I was always interested on buying. This is the level we're currently trading on. And that is why I'm currently in this long position on ETH that, of course, is in a 2% loss right now. But I do think it is going to be bounced anytime soon here. But anyways, it was definitely a little bit of a shorter video, but this was all for today's update video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, snap with that like button, and I hope to see you guys back tomorrow on another video. Peace out. Goodbye.